Tabitha, congratulations on finally graduating high school. I'm so proud of you, and I'm really glad that I was able to be your advisor for the past 4 years. Thank you for being such a wonderful student all the time. You might not realize it yourself, but you've really matured into a spectacular woman over the past few years. I'm sure that your experience at Bayside High will be such an asset to you in your future endeavors. I wish you the best of luck when you go off to college in the fall. But if there's anything that you're worried about, you can always come to me for advice. My door will always be open for you.
Mr. Kincaid, thank you so much for your kind words. I'm really lucky that you've been my advisor since I was a freshman. You helped me through a lot of challenging and confusing times over the 4 years, but thanks to you, I was finally able to narrow down my major for college. I would have been completely lost without your patience and thoughtfulness. It makes me sad that I'll no longer be walking down these hallways, but I'm definitely excited to start the next chapter of my life in the fall. It'll be a complete change of environment, but I'm confident that it'll be a positive change nonetheless. So, wish me luck.
There's nothing that you need to worry about. I know that you'll be successful wherever you are.
Thank you so much, but it's all because you believed in me from the beginning. And I know that all of your other students feel the same way as me. By the way, do you always send a personal text message to all of your graduating students like this? No wonder you're one of the most popular advisors at school.
No, of course I don't message every single one of my students. There's just too many.
So, why did you decide to message me?
I only send these kinds of personal messages to a select few that I've had my eye on.
And what exactly do you mean by that? I was a bit surprised when you asked me for my number today, but I thought that it was for administrative purposes. So, how many other students did you ask for their number?
Is that really any of your business?
Not exactly, but I'd still like to know.
Well, actually, you're the only one that I asked for their personal contact.
What? Just me? Out of everyone in our graduating class?
Yup, but you have to keep this a secret, okay?
Okay, I guess so.
Anyways, why do you think I'm personally messaging you like this in the first place?
I have no idea.
Are you sure? I know that you're smart enough to figure it out if you think about it. It's not such a difficult question.
I honestly don't even have a clue.
I see. Maybe you're just the type of person that can't be honest with themselves, especially if it's something that doesn't fit in the proper rules of society. Well, I guess that you could say that that's one of your strengths as well. You're always aware of the kind of image you portray to others. But why don't you just tell me what you're thinking right now? Don't worry, I'm not going to judge you or anything.
Do I really have to answer your question?
Oh, yes. I'm very interested to hear what you have to say.
Is it because you're worried about me?
I suppose that's part of the reason. But let me tell you why I'm worried about you. It's because you're so beautiful.
What do you mean by that?
I've been teaching at this school for almost 10 years now, and I have to say that you're probably one of the most beautiful students that I've ever seen. In fact, I think that if you were to audition for a talent agency, they would sign you right away. That's how attractive I think that you are. Do you see the kind of potential that you have?
I never really thought about that, but thank you.
Like I said before, I am worried about you because you're so pretty. After high school, you're going to be on your own for the first time in your life. You might come across people that will try and take advantage of your young age and looks. I know that everyone is excited about becoming adults, but you have to remember that it isn't all fun and games. It isn't so rare for young, naive girls to become targeted by perverted men and become victims of sexual or drug-related crimes. And since you're so much prettier than most girls, I just thought that you would be more at risk for that kind of thing.
I'm really not like that, so I think I'll be okay. And I already know that I need to be cautious about my surroundings and avoid situations like that.
I wouldn't be so sure. You never know where these monsters could be lurking. I know that I'm no longer your advisor anymore, but you're still just as important to me as my current students. So, maybe we could get together for extracurricular sessions from time to time?
I'm sorry, but I don't really understand what you're trying to offer. I really appreciate your concern, but I think I'll be fine without any extra sessions.
Perhaps I should be more clear then. I can teach you about adult relationships. You know, like what goes on behind closed bedroom doors.
Excuse me?
Why do you sound so surprised? I actually have quite a bit of experience with women, if I may say so myself. I promise that you won't regret doing it with me, and in fact, you'll enjoy yourself more than you can imagine. What do you think? Don't tell me you're completely uninterested in this offer. You said that you were into older men, so don't I fit that type perfectly? I mean, I'm 36 years old, so I'm not really that old, and I'm pretty good looking, right? Compared to all the other male teachers at our school. Oh, Tabitha, come on. Oh wait, did you want me to call you Tabby, like everyone else does? Tabby, you'll be my woman, right? Tabby, are you there?
Tabby! Oh my gosh, we finally made it! Congrats to us! I know, I still can't believe it, but we're finally high school grads. I don't know how I'm going to get by without seeing you every day. I'm going to miss you so much. I know, me too. And we're going to be attending college in different states. We have to promise that we'll call each other every day and hang out whenever we come home for break. I know, we'll definitely talk every day. And we'll probably meet some really nice guys in college too. I've always wanted to go on a double date with you, but neither of us had boyfriends in high school, so that never happened. That sounds like so much fun. And I hope that it happens sooner rather than later. So, have you finally found someone special? Well, yes and no. There are some guys I'm interested in, but I'm not sure if I like them enough to pursue any kind of relationship with them. Really? What about Tim? If he asks me out, I think I'll say yes. So you'll like him? You're right, and I think he's really cute. Do you guys text each other? Yep, we've been talking almost every day recently. So you guys are basically dating each other already? I guess so. But it's not all good things all the time. What do you mean by that? Did Tim say or do something to you? Oh, no, Tim has nothing to do with this. Then who is it? Never mind. Forget I even mentioned anything. Okay, if you say so. But I consider you as one of my best friends, and I hope you feel the same way about me too. So if there's anything that you're worried about, I hope you're able to talk to me about it. Thank you. I definitely consider you my best friend too. And don't worry, you'll always be the first person I turn to whenever I need any advice.
Tabitha, you've been ignoring my messages since yesterday. I hope you have a good explanation for it. I was serious when I confessed my feelings towards you. I want you to be my girlfriend.
Mr. Kincaid, I'm really sorry. I was really happy when you complimented me on my looks, and I've always respected you as my mentor. But unfortunately, that's where it ends. I have never looked at you as the opposite sex or as having any potential of taking our relationship further than this. You've been my advisor for the past 4 years, and I'm afraid that it'll never be any more than that. So please don't do anything more that will break the trust we've built over the years.
Marigold Inn. Do you remember what this is?
I have no idea. What does it mean?
Do you remember that class trip to Washington, D.C. when you were a sophomore? Marigold Inn was the name of the hotel that you stayed in during that trip. If I remember correctly, you were in room 203. But I guess you don't remember the exact details anymore.
That's true. I had completely forgotten about that hotel until you mentioned it.
Well, do you know why I remember the details on the other hand? It's because I'd set a hidden camera in your room before you checked in.
What do you mean?
It's exactly what you think I mean. I have photos and videos of you and all the other girls in that room from that night. And that includes your best friend, Helen Sadowski, as well. I'm guessing that you're starting to get the picture now.
This is just a joke, right, Mr. Kincaid?
No, it's all true. Here, take a look. I'm guessing that this isn't something you want to make public, especially to any of the boys in your class, right? And this is just one of many photos I have saved on my computer at home. How would you feel if these pictures got leaked onto the internet or posted on someone's SNS account?
Please don't do that.
I know, and trust me, I don't want to do anything that will taint your reputation like that either.
You can't put those pictures on the internet. I'm begging you.
So, you want me to delete all of these pictures? Is that what you're asking me to do?
Yes.
Okay, so I just deleted them. Do you believe me?
Not exactly.
Then I guess you'll need to confirm it yourself.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that you should come over to my house. And I'll delete the pictures like you want while you're here so that you can see for yourself that they're all gone.
No, I don't want to go there.
Then I'm gonna put all of them on the internet.
I will report you to the police.
Go ahead. They'll just confiscate all the pictures and videos as evidence, so the police will see everything as well. Besides, everything will already be posted online by then, so all the perverts all over the world will have gotten their eyes on you and your friends. You'll be more humiliated than you are already now. And it's not just you. Your best friend Helen is right next to you in all the footage, so she'll be all over the internet as well.
Why are you doing this? Please, you need to stop.
Sure. I said that I'll get rid of everything as soon as you get here, right? I'll give you until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning to make your decision. I hope that you'll carefully consider how your decision will affect your reputation. Tabitha, it's already 9 a.m., but I see no sign of you here. Should I just assume that you've decided not to come here as we agreed?
Please, you don't have to do this. What you're doing is just wrong.
And you can put a stop to it all. I told you that the decision lies in your hands. But you better get here quick. Didn't you learn in school that you always have to do as your teacher says? So you know what you need to do, right?
This isn't the Mr. Kincaid that I know. I can't believe that you had this evil side to you. I always thought that you were one of the nicest teachers that I've ever had.
You see? That's because you're too naive. Most men in this world will stop at nothing to get their hands on young, pretty girls like you. Anyways, that's not the issue right now. This isn't the time to be giving you a lecture about the way men think. I already warned you before, so if you don't hurry and get over here quick, you know what is going to happen, right? I don't think it'll be much longer until everything gets uploaded. Are you really sure that you want to expose everyone, especially your best friend Helen, like this? You don't want to make that happen, right? So you see? Just do as I say, at least for your friends, if anything. And be quick about it too. Oh, and don't worry. It might sound like I'm trying to blackmail you now, but I promise that I'll be really good to you as soon as you agree to be my girlfriend. I'll treat you like a real princess, just the way you deserve. But I just want an opportunity that I can take advantage of. And this was the perfect chance for me. The timing was just right, too. I wanted to make you mine before you left for college, and all those horny college frat boys got their hands on you. Do you get it now? I'm not trying to play with you. I really care about you.
Please, just give me one day to think about everything then.
So that means you'll come over tomorrow, right?
I can't make that promise, but I need at least one day to consider my options.
Fine. Then I'll let you off the hook for today. But you better be here tomorrow, first thing in the morning.
Okay, sure.
You said it. Don't let me down, okay?
Helen, I'm sorry to bother you. There's something that I need to talk to you about, and it's something that I can't even tell my parents, so you have to promise not to say anything to anyone. What happened? Is everything okay? You know that you can talk to me about anything. I know, but you really have to promise not to talk about it to anyone else. I promise. You've known me for years, so you should already know that I always stay true to my word. Thanks. I just really needed that reassurance. So, here's what's going on. I'm being blackmailed by a particular person. Wait. Before you say anything more, is that particular person that you're talking about Mr. Kincaid? From our high school? What? How did you know? Don't tell me he's threatening you in the same way. No, it's nothing like that. I just had this nagging feeling ever since our graduation. I saw you get called off to the side by Mr. Kincaid that day. I wasn't able to hear what he was saying to you, and I didn't think too much of it then, but it looks like something took place during that conversation, right? I should have said something to you sooner, too. I'm sorry. It's not your fault, so there's nothing you need to apologize about. Besides, he just asked me for my phone number that day, and I gave it to him thinking that he was doing the same to all of his other students. But I later found out that wasn't the case and that I was the only person that he asked. After he confessed that he particularly had his eye on me, he told me that he wanted to teach me about adult relationships. I think he was inviting me to have sex with him. That's disgusting! So what did you do? Yeah, it was totally gross what he was trying to imply, so I refused him, of course. But then he sent me these really humiliating pictures from our sophomore trip. Do you remember when we went to Washington, D.C.? Of course, I remember taking that trip. What pictures are you talking about? Well, it turns out that he had a hidden camera set up in our hotel room, so he has all these photos and videos of us that he took without us knowing. Are you serious? Yes. And he threatened to upload them on the internet and post them all over SNS if I didn't go over to his house. That monster! He can't do that behind our backs, can he? That would be a crime. I don't know. But the camera was in our hotel room, so obviously you're pictured in some of the footage as well. What a complete pervert! I still can't believe he still has his teaching license with a sick mind like that. I know, but what should I do? It just seems like there's no way out of this situation, and whatever decision I end up making, I'll still end up losing everything. You're the only person that I can trust, Helen. Can you help me? Maybe I should go to his house like he says. I mean, he promised to delete everything as soon as I got there. What do you think? No way! I'm sure that it was just a lie just to get you to his house, so don't fall for it. He put a hidden camera in our hotel room and took photos and videos that completely humiliate us. I wouldn't be so quick to trust someone like that if I were you. You're right. But he only gave me one additional day to come up with a decision, so if I don't show up to his place tomorrow morning, he's going to go ahead and put those photos up. I just thought that if there's even the slightest chance that I can prevent that from happening, that it would be worth the risk of going to see him. Tabby, listen to me. Don't you dare go there on your own. You have no idea what you're getting yourself into. This could turn into a really dangerous situation if you're not careful. So don't do anything stupid, okay? Are you able to get out of the house now? Let's meet somewhere and talk about this. We'll come up with a solution together. Okay, that sounds like a good idea. Where should we meet? Can you come to my house? My parents are at work today, so it's just me at home. We can talk without the risk of running into anyone we know. Sure. Thanks for everything. I'll message you when I get there. Mr. Kincaid, good morning.
Good morning, Tabitha. I'm really glad to hear from you. I didn't expect you to get back to me after yesterday, to be honest. So, are you on your way here?
Yes. I thought about it all night, and I've decided that doing exactly as you say is in the best interest of everyone involved.
Oh, great. I knew that you would come through. You have no idea how happy your decision makes me. I never doubted for a second that you would make the wrong decision, but I have to say that you had me a bit worried after the way our conversation ended yesterday. But don't worry, I promise you that you won't regret your decision. Thank you for finally understanding what I was trying to say. Anyways, have you already left your house? If you're still at home, would you mind changing into your school uniform before you come here? I'm dressed in my usual teaching attire as well, so it'll be like we're both back at school again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've already left my house. I wish you told me earlier. Should I go back to get my uniform?
I see. Well, that's too bad. You don't need to go back for it, though. I want to see you as soon as possible, so just come straight to my place, okay?
Okay, sure. In fact, I'm already here. Mr. Kincaid, will you come to your front door? The police are here to put you under arrest.
What?
Helen, thank you for everything you did today. You have no idea how reassured I felt just having you come along with me. It's all because of you that we're all able to get out of this situation without a single scratch to our reputation. I'm so glad that you convinced me to go to the police about this. Tabby, you did really great. And that monster finally got what he deserved. Isn't it such a relief? Oh, you have no idea. The police said that all the files were deleted from his computer and whatever other devices that were linked. So there's nothing left of the pictures and videos that he took of us that night. Thank goodness. On the other hand, the police confiscated years' worth of photos and videos of all these other girls from his house. Are you serious? Yes. I always thought that he was such a great teacher and that I was lucky to have him as an advisor all through high school. It was such a shock to discover that he had such a disgusting side to his personality. It's so true how they say you can never judge a book by its cover. Whoever would have thought that such a clean-cut, kind, and considerate teacher was actually just a perverted psycho? You're exactly right. But I sort of had my doubts about him from the beginning. I could tell that he had a particular interest in you, and I've caught him following you with his eyes from time to time. Really? I've never noticed that. It just never crossed my mind that our teacher would even look at their students in that kind of way. I guess I was a bit too naive. Well, we're still young, so there's a lot that we still need to learn about the real world. Let's just forget about this incident and put it all behind us. We'll both be starting college in September, so let's just enjoy our last summer together and be off to a fresh start in the fall. You're right. Let's not waste this opportunity to make lifetime memories together. I feel pretty unstoppable right now. Oh, and speaking of memories, Tim asked me out on a date the other day. Oh my gosh, finally! You must be so excited! We're going to the zoo together this weekend. This is a date, right? Oh yeah, without a doubt. Your first date together? I hope there's many more to follow. I know. And I've told him everything that happened with Mr. Kincaid. He was really sympathetic about it and gave me a really big hug after I was done talking. Oh, Tim is such a nice guy. He's definitely a keeper. He sure is. If he doesn't ask me to officially be his girlfriend after our date next week, I'm going to ask him myself. Oh, if only I had realized my feelings toward Tim sooner, then we probably could have avoided this whole incident in the first place. Well, it's better late than never. I'm really glad that you found such a great guy. You two make a really cute couple. It's still hard to believe that our teacher, whom we all trusted and confided in at one point, would do such a horrible thing. This incident was broadcasted on national news, so Mr. Kincaid's crime received a lot of attention from the media. It goes without saying that Mr. Kincaid lost his job and his teaching license, and on top of everything else, he also faced imprisonment. Oh, and Tim asked me to be his girlfriend the day after Mr. Kincaid was sentenced. He confessed that he had feelings for me since sophomore year, and after everything that happened since graduation, he said he wanted to always be by my side to always protect me from bad men like Mr. Kincaid. That's exactly what I needed to hear at that moment, so of course I agreed to be his girlfriend on the spot. Unfortunately, we'll be going to different colleges in the fall, but we plan to visit each other whenever we can. Thank goodness that we're both going to schools in state, so it shouldn't be too difficult to see each other on weekends either.
Hey, Jerry, isn't it about that time that you got yourself back to the office? I added some more of the work that I want you to do before you go home. I just slipped it under the rest of the work that I left for you, so make sure you do it and don't go home until that's done. Hey, George. Sorry, I think I might be a little confused. I don't get what you mean by all this extra work. And besides, I've already gone home for the day, so... You what? You already left the office? This is a direct order from your supervisor. You get back here right now and don't go home until all this work is done. Oh, George, come on. You can't really be serious about this, right? I need some of those things done for important meetings tomorrow morning. They have to get done by tonight. Do you understand me? I get that, but are you talking about the work that you and Coral were supposed to do? Well, Coral and I have already gone home, so I'm certainly not doing any of it. Wait, so you already left for home too? That's right, but some of this work is really important. I'm talking about straight from the company president levels of importance, and there is no one left at the office to complete any of it. You wouldn't want to let down my bosses and the company president, would you? I've been the last person out of the office every day for the last 2 months. Some days I've even spent the night at the office. And I should care about this little sob story because... It's just that, well, I'm only human and I have limits to what I can handle. I can't believe this. How did such a selfish little crybaby like you even get a job here? Just get your butt back here and take care of all of this. Understand? Yes, sir. I'll head back to the office right now.
Jerry, are you still at the office working?
I am. I'm really sorry to keep doing this to you, Eloise.
What are you talking about? I'm not the one being kept doing overtime every single day. Are you all right?
Well, I'll be okay. Probably.
Well, I just feel awful, really. I know that all of this is my fault, and I'm just so sorry.
Eloise, what do you mean by that? It isn't your fault that those creeps like George at the office try to abuse their power and flirt with you.
Well, I know it really isn't my fault, but still, I know that you went to Human Resources to try and stand up for me, and that got George and his bosses a serious talking to. And even after you did all that for me, I still couldn't take it and had to quit, and now you're there all alone taking the brunt of all their anger. You could always try applying for a transfer to another branch of the company, but who knows when an opening might appear.
Eloise, I am so sorry.
What do you mean? What for? It's okay, I don't want you to kill yourself over this job. I mean, I already found a new job and I'm making money, so if you want to quit and try to find another job, I'm sure that we can make that happen. Even my dad is worried about you staying in this job. Jerry? Are you there? Hello? Your messages stopped showing up as read. Are you still there? Did you get back to the office already? Jerry? Hello? Are you there? Please respond when you get a chance.
Hey, Jerry, what is the meaning of this? Did you really not want to do those important documents that I mentioned so badly that you faked going to the hospital? What is the matter with you? Why did you call an ambulance to the office while you were busy working? You have a lot of nerve trying to get out of doing this work. And now the hospital is saying that you had a stroke from overwork. All that basically means that you didn't get enough sleep. It shouldn't take you longer than a day to rest up, and then you can get back to work and take care of all of this. Honestly, do you think that this is any kind of way to act? What do you think this is going to do to the office morale, huh? You're setting a bad example for the other staff. I'm going to go to the hospital tomorrow, and I'm going to bring you your laptop. If you have time to sit around there, then you have time to work.
Hey, George. Nice to hear from you, too. It's been a while, hasn't it?
It's been a while? What are you talking about? I saw you at work yesterday.
Oh, sorry. This isn't Jerry you're speaking to. It's his wife, Eloise.
Eloise?
I didn't have any other way of reaching you, so I hope you'll forgive me for using my husband's phone.
Oh, that Eloise. I remember you now. Wow, well, isn't this a surprise? Did you really want to talk to me that badly? I knew that you always liked me, not that I can say I'm surprised. I'm quite the catch. And just the thought of getting to talk to you and leaving our conversation behind for Jerry to look at, you really know how to get me going.
Can you please stop overworking my husband?
What? What do you mean by that?
I mean that I was the one who called the ambulance to your office last night.
Wait, that was you? But why would you do something like that?
Because I was texting him while he was going back to the office last night, and suddenly he stopped responding to me. I started to get a little worried and called the building to talk to the security guard who was on duty last night. I asked him if he could go up to the office and see if Jerry was up there. He stayed on the phone with me and told me that Jerry was lying on the floor when he walked in.
Whoa, well, I didn't have anything to do with that. I mean, the only reason why he was there at the office that late was because he didn't finish his work within a normal workday.
I know that isn't true. I know that you and that other section chief, Carl, have teamed up to try and dump all of the work that you don't want onto my husband. I honestly can't believe you two would do something like that. What is the matter with you two?
What did you just say to me?
And now that things have gone this far, I have no problems telling you what I really think. That just because you guys are higher up in the company, it doesn't give you the right to work my husband to death.
You little brat. Do you even know who you're talking to? And after all the love and affection I tried to show you while you were here, this is how you talk to me?
Well, of course. And I rejected you because I hated you. Do you even realize all the stress and pain that you caused me?
You don't even know what real pain is.
I have been trying to convince Jerry to quit his job.
What did you just say?
Anyways, excuse me.
What are you even talking about? Do you really mean to have the main breadwinner of your household quit? Have you completely lost your mind? If your husband quit, then you would both go bankrupt within weeks. I have to say, you look really great on the outside, but I guess inside you're just another stupid woman, huh? Hey, Eloise, it's been a couple of days since I last saw my phone, but did you talk to George while I was out?
Well, yes. Yes, I did. I went to your office the same night I called the ambulances and saw that you had left your phone on your desk. I didn't mean to look, but I saw that you had so many messages popping up in your phone. I almost turned it off, but then I saw they were all from George and that he was just hurling abuse at you while you were still recovering from the damage that he caused. And, well, I guess I just couldn't stop myself.
Well, I must say that is very you. You always did have trouble controlling yourself when it came to me.
I know, but still, I'm just so sorry for doing that without asking first.
Well, you don't have anything to worry about. It's no big deal. If anything, I'm really grateful that you did that.
Grateful? What do you mean by that?
Well, George actually just came by the hospital earlier to drop off my work laptop, if you can believe it.
He did? Why?
He told me that if I have time to be lying around in the hospital bed, then I have time to be getting work done.
Did he really say that? After I talked to him already? Is that guy completely crazy?
Ugh, it's just that I don't even know what to do at this point.
I bet.
But it really is okay, actually. Thanks to you, he's given me the instrument of their downfall without even realizing it.
The instrument of their downfall? Are you talking about the laptop?
That's right, the laptop. This is going to take a little bit of time, though. Just hold on for a minute.
Well, if you really think that your plan is going to work, then good luck. Just don't overdo it, right?
Oh, I won't. Trust me. And thank you again. Have you still not finished that work that I brought to you yesterday? I told you that I needed all of it done by this morning. Some of those materials are for a very important meeting happening soon. Good morning. I see you're starting your day right. This isn't time for your little games. I am your boss, and I gave you a direct order to have that work done for me. I even went out of my way to bring you your work laptop at the hospital. That's right, and I am still in the hospital. Doing what exactly? Sleeping? Eating pudding? You should be working. If you have time to laze around all day in your frilly hospital gown, then you should have time to get some work done. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I was instructed not to do any work. What did you just say? I can return to the laptop once I've been released from the hospital, though. What are you talking about? I went directly to the hospital and told you to work. I don't care if one of those idiot doctors told you to rest. They don't know what they're talking about. Well, yes, the doctors did also tell me that I should avoid working if I can, but that isn't what I'm talking about. Then what are you talking about? Because it sounds to me like you just ignored an order from your supervisor. I am talking about the company. It is company policy to not do any work while in recovery. I don't have any other choice but to not work. Well, I override the policy. The policy was written by the company president. Wait, what do you mean policy was written by the company president? I mean the president of the company wrote and enacted that policy. What else could that possibly mean? I don't understand. What is the meaning of this? And just how do you know what the company president wants anyways? Well, I wouldn't have known if you didn't bring me my work laptop, actually. Wait, so you're trying to pin all of this on me now? I think that you may already be aware of this, but you do remember that about 10 days ago, the president set up a system for individual employees to be able to contact him directly, right? You mean the system is already set up? It is, and all the info to log into that system had already been saved on the work laptop as well. No, that can't be. You can't be serious. After you left, my head was still spinning and I felt sick. I wasn't able to sleep at all that night, and then the idea popped into my head to use that service. That night, I logged into that service and I asked the company president about the sick leave policy. And thankfully, with a few good days of rest, my nerves did eventually calm down enough for me to think more clearly. But by then, the president had already gotten back to me. Oh, I don't believe this. Well, it's what happened. But don't worry, you'll be happy to hear that in the end, I decided to just quit. Wait, you're gonna quit your job? That's right. I even sent my letter of resignation straight to the company president. You did? I could tell that he didn't want to be losing employees this way, but in the end, he was the one to sign it off. But why are you talking about quitting? What does that have to do with what we were talking about? because you were the one who drove me to this decision. And you can bet I told the president all about it. But the good news is that I'm thinking about following in my wife's footsteps and trying to find a job that I find personally fulfilling. A personally fulfilling job? There's no such thing. Not at your company, not anymore at least. Are you making light of the company now? Not really. It was more of a matter of motivation. I mean, this is the company that allowed my wife to be subject to your advances to the point where she felt she had no other choice but to quit. Not only that, but it's also the company that allowed my old supervisors to abuse their power and force me to work late every day for months. And all of that culminated in a stroke while I was working another late night there. I just really don't think this company is a good fit for me anymore. Well, it sounds like all of that is more of a problem with you than it is the company. You're free to think that, but I only ask that you try actually doing your own work for once before making that judgment. You can try to pin all of this on personal failings of mine, but at the end of the day, you still won't convince me to do your work for you. Now, how dare you? Do you know who you're talking to? Not my boss, I know that much. Anyways, I'm gonna use all of the paid time off that I've accumulated here over the years to take off until my final day. Oh, you can't do that! You're welcome to try and stop me, but you should already know that I'm gonna be suing you and Carl for maintaining an abusive workplace. You're gonna sue us? That's right, and I'll be hiring a lawyer, so I would prefer to send any messages for me his way, okay? Oh wait, you can't go! We're not through here! Thanks for everything. That afternoon, I heard that George and Carl came to the hospital. When they got there, none of the staff would let them in to see me, and George caused a big scene, shouting and demanding to be brought to my room. Just at that moment, the company president walked into the hospital and saw what was going on. He had to come visit me in person and fired them both on the spot. The two of them tried to find work at other firms, but word had already gotten around that they were creeps and bullies, and the two of them were unable to find another job. And after they had to go into significant debt to pay me for the lawsuit, they were also divorced and made to pay child support to their wives. I hear that those two ended up picking up several part-time jobs and working from sunup to sundown, trying to pay off all their debts.
Maybe it's because you work in the clothing business, Chrissy, but you dress really nice.
Oh, you think so?
I guess I should just say you look really beautiful. Or maybe it's that you have such a great sense of style.
Aw, thank you for saying that, Brad.
Or maybe it's because you get paid a pretty decent salary. Just looking at you, I can tell that you are overflowing with confidence. It's great to see.
Thank you for the compliment. But the way I present myself is not in any way related to my salary.
Why not? If you make that much money, shouldn't you walk around with your head held high?
Did Mrs. Smith speak to you about my salary or something? I don't see how you would know all of this.
Yeah, Mrs. Smith mentioned it. And she also was super generous in complimenting you.
Oh, really? How sweet of her. What kind of compliments did she give me?
She said you were a smart woman who is capable of a multitude of different things. She seemed to be really proud of your abilities.
Don't pay it too much mind. She usually just says all sorts of things that pop into her head.
She also mentioned that, with so many sketchy people around these days, it's wise to present yourself well socially, even for a blind date like this one. I've got to put my best foot forward.
Yeah, well, it's definitely better to know the basics than to know nothing about the other person when meeting for the first time.
Yeah, it's better. So I'm going to be straightforward with you now. I want to see you exclusively from this point forward and hope we can approach this relationship with mutual sincerity and serious intentions. I mean this wholeheartedly.
What? Like, stop dating other people?
Yes. Chrissy, from the moment I saw you at Mrs. Smith's wedding after party, I could not keep my eyes off of you. You really rocked my world, and I could not stop thinking about you from that moment on.
Wow, what a flattering thing for you to say. Probably the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me.
And you probably know already, but I proofread as a publisher here and there as my work.
Oh, so are you working from home these days?
Yeah, so my monthly pay isn't set in stone or fixed.
It's actually kind of nice to hear someone be so honest about their income for once.
I take pride in my work. The least I can do is be honest. Besides, there are no upsides to lying. The truth will set you free.
I also heard that you used to run a publishing company on your own, right?
Yeah, that's right. But the publishing industry is in a bit of a recession right now. So I don't have as much work as before. Hopefully in the future I can start up a small publishing company of my own again. Working in publishing is actually not that bad if you can get the rights to books by foreign authors.
Oh yeah, I have heard that before.
Of course you have heard it. You're a little bookworm, aren't you?
More than a bookworm, I am like an old lady who loves literature. There are so many great publishing companies, like HarperCollins or Penguin Publishing House. I could buy all the books that were published by them. These days, I have an even greater appreciation for publishing companies since I love reading so much.
I don't know if it's because you work in marketing or what, but you sure are eloquent when you speak.
Since you keep showering me in compliments, I guess I will have to get the bill for our first date.
I would really appreciate that gesture.
No problem. It's really nice to hear someone express their gratitude, something you don't hear often.
I know. These days, people seem to have lost the ability to be grateful, and I truly believe this is something that needs to change.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's really sad. I wish there were more people like you. Honey, I'm home! I said I'm home now. Can you not hear me? Where the heck is he with all the lights turned off? His shoes are here. Honey, I said I am home!
What's your problem? Why do you keep shouting like that?
Well, you didn't say anything. I had no idea you were even here. You're just in the bedroom with the living room lights turned off?
Clearly, you can see that's what I am doing. You can turn the lights on if it bothers you.
Why is the house so chilly? I am freezing in here.
What are you complaining about? You just got here and you have an issue with everything.
What about dinner? Do we have anything? I am so hungry right now.
Oh yeah, let's order some DoorDash.
Again? I am really getting tired of ordering takeout from DoorDash every day.
There's a place near our apartment that serves dishes with plenty of vegetables, and ordering from there is actually cheaper for us than cooking at home.
What are you even doing right now? You couldn't cook today?
Yeah, I was busy. And right now I'm clearly playing my PS5. Why?
All you've been doing is playing games and you couldn't even bother to make dinner?
Watch your mouth. Didn't bother to make dinner?
I'm just asking if you made dinner. That's all.
Do I look like the person who was supposed to be cooking around here? You must be confused.
Excuse me? Didn't we agree that you would take care of the childcare and housework while I was working?
I do the housework. Besides, we don't even have a baby right now to be talking about childcare.
You call this doing housework? What a joke.
Seriously, what is your issue? Just nonstop nagging as soon as you walk in the door.
I didn't even get to have lunch today. I spent the day running around in business meetings. I am starving.
Just eat something then. Problem solved. Why are you making this my problem?
In order to eat, there has to be something to eat, no?
Like I said, let's order from DoorDash.
Yesterday, Chinese food. The day before that, pizza.
Then go eat something from the kitchen if you're that hungry.
We might have a few slices of bread left now that I think of it.
We don't. I just remembered that I used the last of the bread to eat a sandwich at lunchtime.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm still against ordering food out from DoorDash. But hey, I brought you something. Look at this. I bet you're going to really like it.
What's that? Are those new sneakers?
Yep. I got them from a business meeting today. They are the latest release.
Wow, they really look brand new. They are literally shining in the light. I love them. Let me try them on. Wow, they are just my size.
Obviously, I know your size, so I made sure to grab your size when I was leaving.
Wow, your business partners really know how to have smooth business operations, even getting the size of your husband's shoe.
My team is always very thorough. That's why they take such good care of us.
Wait, it's 2 pairs of shoes.
Yep. Don't you love them?
Just as expected. Having a wife that works in the clothing industry means I can get new name brand shoes and clothes every season.
Look at all the nice things I do for you. So you need to treat me well, don't you think?
You're right. Let's order dinner. Just say the words and I'll order you anything you want.
Goodness, you only act this grateful when I bring you something. I wish I could see this side of you all the time.
So you think you're going to take the position as the overseas marketing manager for that big company?
Yes, I think that is what is likely to happen.
You're just really on a roll these days. Look at you go.
Whenever I do well like this, I can't help but feel like I am really in need of a break.
Why do you feel like that?
Maybe it's depression? It's just that I have been running around doing nothing but working these days. I suddenly get this feeling of emptiness and loneliness.
Other people are slaving away just to get by. You need to be thankful for what you have. It could be a whole lot worse. After all, your annual salary is making the jump from 80K to 140K. Most people could never even dream of making that kind of money.
That's what I mean. It doesn't really matter how much money I make. Over the last 10 years, I haven't taken a break once and have been working nonstop since I was 24 years old. I just want to take a break to recharge for a little while. You know what I mean?
Really? I mean, if that's what you feel is the right step, by all means.
I spoke to one of the managers who put in a good word for me at the new company, and he said that he would give me 3 months off.
Dang, you must be a really talented woman. He said that he would wait 3 months. Wow, that's almost unheard of.
You think so? I mean, he seemed pretty willing to make adjustments for me.
I am so jealous. You get to have a 3-month vacation and everything. Wow, my stomach is turning the more I think about it.
You're also a very talented woman, Mrs. Smith. This is not anything specific to my ability.
What about your husband? How's he been doing these days?
You know how he is. Just doing things here and there.
An unemployed person with nothing to do.
Stop. Don't talk like that about him. You know that's not true.
You're making me feel bad for introducing him to you, Chrissy. I didn't know he was this kind of guy when you first met him.
Stop it. He treats me well and he's a good person.
Treat you well? It's obvious that's not how the situation is. He takes the money his wife makes and just dilly-dallies all day long.
He cleans and does things to help around the house.
Does housework? You do everything. Be honest with yourself.
How do you know what he does and doesn't do?
Our friends say that they went to your house for coffee after the reunion and it was a mess.
Last month. I remember now.
There was laundry piled up and dust everywhere. You call that doing housework?
That's just how men are, I guess. Usually it's not like that.
So stop making excuses and saying that he does housework. He's just unemployed and using your resources all day.
You can't just say stuff like that about someone's husband.
Here we go with that my husband stuff.
That day he said he was going to clean, but I guess something must have come up that day.
Something came up. Guests came over and he didn't even properly greet anyone. Not even a hello. Only was playing games, I guess. Not a surprise.
I keep working overtime. I am going to lose it. This is seriously exhausting.
Honey, I'm finally home. Oh, you're finally home, honey?
Yeah, I am here.
I put some food on the table for you to eat.
What did you make? Oh, I wonder what it could be.
I made a sandwich for you.
Just a sandwich in this cold weather. Do we have any kind of soups or anything?
I bought some microwavable soup from the supermarket.
What kind of soup?
Some kind of beef stew. Just heat that up and have it.
Where are you going, sweetie?
I have somewhere to go tonight. I'll be back later.
What do you mean you have somewhere to go? Who are you meeting?
Why do you need to know who I am meeting? Don't worry about it. Oh, and run the washing machine while I'm gone.
I don't even have the strength to stand right now. I was running around meeting business partners all day long and you're asking me to do laundry?
All you do is complain. So eat dinner and after resting for a while, you can run the washing machine. Vacuuming a little wouldn't hurt too.
What did you even do all day? Are you serious right now?
What do you mean, what did I do? Use your brain and think about what I could possibly be doing.
These days you don't even do any proofreading work and just play games all day.
Play games? You think I am sitting here just playing games all day?
And you said you would take care of the housework, but clearly that is not being done.
Hey, you think I'm not working because I don't want to work? You know that's not true.
Exactly. So instead of taking on the burden of making all the money, you agreed to do the housework. Did you not?
I do the housework.
This is doing the housework.
You call this not doing anything?
To be honest, I do the laundry about 3 times a week anyways.
Trash and recycling is so tiring. Who do you think does it every week? And who here is a woman?
Excuse me? Why does it matter who is a woman?
Why are you confused? Women are supposed to do housework. Isn't that the norm? Even cooking. Where do you see men doing that?
When did you cook? You haven't even cooked anything to be able to say that.
I cooked yesterday. Or was it the other day? I don't remember exactly, but I cook sometimes and you know that.
Other than making scrambled eggs a few times a month, you don't do anything. I am just thankful that you at least got instant soup from the store. Every day is food from DoorDash or takeout from somewhere.
You think that is easy? So you do the housework then and see how easy it is.
That is ridiculous. You agreed to do the housework. I have to go to work every day.
So you want a man to be in the kitchen all day peeling potatoes and boiling vegetables? That's what you want, right?
That is just the work that the person in charge of housework is supposed to do. They are supposed to cook for the person who is working and pat them on the back when they get home from work.
Wow, you think you are all high and mighty and better than me because you make money. I guess I have to do this for the rest of my life. What's it been? 8 months now?
Didn't you say you had to be somewhere? Aren't you going to be late if you don't go now?
No. Why are you worried about that?
Let's talk for a few minutes since you have time.
Talk about what? Say what you want to say quickly, please.
You quit your job at the publishing company 8 months ago and went on a 3-month trip around Europe, right?
Yeah, I gave myself sabbatical time to recharge over that period.
Yeah, while taking charge of my money, you used my paycheck to finance your trip to and around Europe.
Why are you being so picky about money when we are husband and wife?
You're right, I was being a bit picky. But are you at least putting some money into our savings account, honey?
Well, you see, about that.
I got a call from the bank. Why didn't you put money in our savings account for the last 2 months?
There wasn't enough money to put any in there.
Of course there wasn't enough. You have been buying new electronics with my money.
Yeah, and what's wrong with the things that I bought?
You changed your laptop in your home office and got a new TV and new speakers. All of these things you bought with my hard-earned money. But I have never heard you say thank you to me. It makes me sad.
Do you really think it is necessary to say that? We are a married couple after all.
The closer we get as a couple. Ugh, I just miss when we were dating.
What do you miss about when we were dating?
You used to say thank you to me all the time back then. I thought you were so full of gratitude. I miss how you were before we got married. Is this a crazy thing to ask for? You're the one who used to emphasize the importance of being thankful.
Think about it by yourself as much as you please. I have somewhere to be. I am late. It's not even important and you're making a huge deal out of nothing. Making me late in the process.
Honey, wait. Please.
Why are you so late?
Sorry I was late, sweetie. Were you waiting for me for a long time?
Were you late because you had to prepare dinner for that woman at your house, honey?
You already know why I was late, so why are you asking me that?
Honey, you know.
What, Lizzie?
When you opened the door and came in, there was a halo above your head.
Don't say such silly things.
They call that love. If you see a halo above your boyfriend or girlfriend's head, they say that is true love.
I am withering away. Why are you drinking without me? Shall we order some wine?
Yes, please, dear. Look around. You are the coolest among all the guys here.
Aw, shucks. Come on now, stop flattering me and choose the wine you want to drink.
Do you have to go home tonight, honey?
Don't ask when you already know, sweetie.
So does that mean we can go on a trip together this weekend?
Of course we can. Let's do it.
Can we drive there with your wife's car? There should be no issue, right?
If that's how you want to do it, I don't see why not.
Of course. Don't you know the best thing about a Mercedes-Benz?
No. What's the best thing about them?
Everyone knows that the repair costs are super high. One of the most expensive cars to maintain.
It's not even your car, darling.
Exactly. The repair cost is so high, it makes us look like we have a super expensive car. What could be better?
I guess I never thought about it that way before. My wife likes to sleep in and stay home on the weekends, so we can use the car as much as we want.
So, what do you say? Deal?
Sounds good to me. Deal. What did you just say to me?
I said I quit my job.
Huh? What did you do?
I quit my job. What, can you not hear me?
Oh my God. Why? What happened?
That's just what happened. My company has financial issues. It's complicated, really.
They fired you, huh? I get it now.
Why do you talk like that? Don't you know how talented I am?
Seeing that your face is red, I can tell they fired you. You're really easy to read, you know.
My face is red because I am confused and angry.
So the box you were bringing in here full of stuff is because you quit your job?
Yes, it's all the stuff I had in the office.
All right, now it's time for you to start to look into some other jobs.
What? I just quit today. You must be joking.
I said you need to look into other jobs right away.
I don't want to do that.
Why not? We rely on you for our money.
I want to rest a little bit. I feel really burnt out.
What did you just say? Come on, be serious. It's just not realistic.
I said I want to rest. I am really burnt out. I started working as soon as I graduated until now without resting at all. I don't know anyone else who has lived their life like this.
So that's why you want to rest? That's the only reason.
When you quit your work-from-home publishing job, you literally went on a 3-month trip around Europe. I feel kind of like you did then. I need some time to rest. Can't you understand how I feel?
Hey, stop talking like an idiot. Put your head on straight. Your career is over when you take a break. You need to look into work immediately. Think about your future.
What are you even talking about when you have been unemployed for 8 months calling it sabbatical?
Ugh, are you seriously going to compare us?
I didn't know you would turn out like this. I thought you would tell me I did a good job and tell me to rest, but you are telling me to find new work right away. I didn't know you would push me in this negative way.
I didn't push you. It's because I am worried about you. We are living off your salary. If we have no money, how can we live when we are constantly on edge?
Okay, let's see what will happen if he has nowhere to get money from. Okay, well, I need to ask you a favor.
What is it?
It's been 3 years since we met, right?
Yeah. Why?
It's the first time I have ever asked you for a favor.
Just spit it out already.
I'm sorry to say this, but you might need to start working again.
Why would I have to start working again?
You need to get a job at the corner store or something like that until I can work again. Just for a little while, at least.
Why do I have to when you can just apply for new jobs?
Let me ask you this. Did you save up any money over that time?
No, I already told you.
So you used all that money and didn't save any of it?
That was all used on food for you to eat.
Did we order takeout every day because I wanted to? And even ordering food at dinner is just one meal. It wouldn't add up to that much. It's you who is ordering meals 3 times a day, is it not? And you buying all of the things you want to buy.
That's what I'm saying. Since we have no money, you need to go out and make money. If you rest for even just 1 month, our finances will be ruined. We will have nothing left.
That's why I am saying you need to work, or else we will have nothing to live off of.
Why should I? Again, I am just not getting why I should work if you can just work instead.
I told you I want to rest. When one side is down and out, isn't the other side meant to support them? Is that not what marriage is about? If you're that anxious and we don't know when I will return to the workforce, it makes sense that you get a job. And we need money.
I don't want to, though. How many times do I need to say that I don't want to?
You don't want to?
Yeah, why did I marry you? Think about that.
Yeah, why did you marry me? Enlighten me.
I was attracted to you by your high salary. That is why I married you.
Not by me, but my salary. That was the only attracting point.
These days, that is love. Being attracted to what the other person has to offer. Regardless of what happens when dating, it's even more relevant when you get married.
I can't deny that finances are important in a relationship. But marriage shouldn't be void of love either. From now on, we need to save, since I am not receiving a monthly salary right now.
I don't want to do that either.
You don't want to do even that?
Yep, like I just said, I don't want to do it.
Then what the heck do you want to do?
Let's get a divorce.
What? A divorce? How could you say that so carelessly?
Yes, a divorce. I want to divorce you.
Do you even know what divorce is? Those words are not words you should say lightly.
Isn't it just the right thing to do? Do you think you're something to look at? Fashion sense? I just married you because of your salary.
Take back what you just said about my appearance. That is seriously uncalled for.
Was I too honest? Honestly, I graduated from Yale and you graduated from some university that no one has ever heard of. I was looking at what you could provide for me.
Oh, really? Then you, who went to Yale, is living off of the money of someone who came from a university that no one has ever heard of.
Living off of? You think I am living off of you?
So what is it then? You are an unemployed deadbeat.
Hey, we agreed long ago that I would do housework and childcare and that you would work.
I see. You live in a reality where you think you are doing housework.
I cook food and do the trash and recycling. How does that not qualify as housework?
You're always talking about food. The food that we order on DoorDash, random sandwiches that you make. It is always a sandwich. That has never changed or been any variation with that.
I was doing my best. If you can't recognize that, that is your problem.
I'll say one thing. If the nannies who are paid to do housework acted like you, they would be hit over the head with a pan and chased off the premises.
I guess you were sick of sandwiches, huh?
Yeah, and you were completely clueless to that.
Huh. Well, I, for one, really like sandwiches, though.
Yeah, you must really like it. That's why your publishing business went bankrupt. Crouched in the corner all the time, proofreading.
What did you just say to me?
Try working at a desk in the real world, eating outside the office day after day. You will then be able to understand how miserable it is to eat sandwiches every day.
You hate sandwiches that much. I guess we really need a divorce. We have nothing in common.
Yeah, a man who married me based off my salary. I can't live with someone who has no shame about saying that out loud. Let's get a divorce.
Not a bad idea.
I can't believe how common divorce is these days, but whatever. Let's do it. It's better to find out what kind of person you are before having a child with you. It worked out well.
Sadly, there's nothing good about you except for your salary.
You don't even have a salary!
Oh, seriously, just get out of my sight.
Have a nice life, and let's not see each other anymore since the divorce is final now.
Who should really be saying that?
I say it now, but I never once felt happy while I was married to you. Not once.
I felt the same way our entire marriage.
Why in the world were you unhappy when you got married based on my salary, spent money on whatever you wanted, and lived happily?
I am saying this now since the divorce is finalized, but I have another woman whom I fell in love with. I couldn't live with the woman I love. I had to live with the woman who had a high salary and nothing else to look at. There was nothing to be happy about.
Oh, I see. There was another woman. You piece of trash.
I am only telling you because we got divorced. I thought if I told you before, then I would face some kind of damage.
You really are a piece of trash. I can't believe this.
Yeah, I am trash. Don't take too much time off, and I hope you find another job soon. If you don't, there won't be any man who would want to marry you in the future.
I'll let you in on a secret. Next month, I start working as a manager at a big company.
Oh, really? Where? What company is it? You found another job?
No, I got scouted and got referred to their hiring managers.
You got scouted by their hiring managers?
Yeah, I sure did. I'll be working for Noodle Industries.
That is the richest company in the country. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, a yearly salary of $140,000.
Oh my god. My chest hurts. Grab me for a second. This is just unbelievable.
Look at you shaking. You simply just can't believe it, huh? Thanks for the show. Bye.
You got here quite early, didn't you, Lizzie?
Why are you so late? Ugh, you're so annoying sometimes, Brad.
I told you I was proofreading and revising. That's why I was a few minutes late.
You're so irritating. And you're literally wearing fall clothes right now.
Are they fall clothes?
Did all of your nice clothes disappear when you got divorced from your ex-wife? You used to dress so nice. What happened? There's no difference between you and all those sloppy middle-aged men.
You really think I look sloppy?
Yep, I really think so. It's embarrassing, frankly.
Such harsh words.
Stop talking to me. You're putting me in an even worse mood.
I'm sorry. She took all my clothes when we got divorced.
Why would she take all of your clothes?
She used the excuse that the clothes were all sponsored by her business partners and took them away.
So all that time they were clothes given to you by your ex-wife? What kind of sponsorship is that?
No, you see, she worked in the clothing industry. She would give me the latest products that she got from her business partners after meeting them.
Wow, so it means all that time. Those clothes you would wear weren't even bought with your own money, but they were given to you.
Come on, use good words. It was a sponsorship. She wasn't buying the clothes for me or something.
You were just a bum who got clothes from someone else. That's all it was, let's be honest.
Huh? A bum? What makes you think you can talk like that about me? And say it to my face without any guilt?
Ugh, stop being annoying and send me the pictures we took yesterday. I want to upload them on Instagram.
Wait a second. Why don't they send? Oh, the data on my phone is all full. Let me delete some stuff and then I'll send them to you.
Just buy a new phone. The coloring on the new iPhone is just to die for. Way better than the phone you have now.
How can I buy an iPhone? I need to live within my means.
Oh my god, I can't even stand to hear that kind of talk. What kind of man? Ugh, seriously. I am starving. We came out to eat on Christmas Eve. Instead, we are doing God knows what.
Honey, let's not go to that expensive restaurant. Let's just buy some meat at the store and cook it at home. Since it's Christmas Eve, the traffic is probably out of control.
Ugh, you're really starting to get on my nerves. Why do you suddenly change your mind?
I am good at cooking steak, after all. I did the housework and cooking before, remember?
Whatever. Where are you even going? Do you have anything to cook it with?
I am going to the store that is in the big intersection down the street.
Why don't you just go to one of the Whole Foods that are all around here? I don't understand why we need to go so far.
I have points at the local supermarket. I need to use the points I saved up.
Oh my god, it's not like it's $30 or $50. But because of $5 worth of points, you need to go to the local supermarket?
Yep, I like to use the points I have saved up. $5 I can't save at Whole Foods.
Wait, can you stop the car right here for a moment?
Why? What's wrong?
Suddenly, I can't even stand being next to you for another second.
Honey, what are you talking about? We're in love.
The halo and light that was above your head before has disappeared. It's hard to see you as a man now. You just look like one of those bums who collects cans just to get a few cents. Carrying a bucket on your back to collect trash.
A bum? A few cents? How can you talk like that to me? I'm your boyfriend.
That's why I can't even bear having to be with you for one more second.
Why are you being like this? I told you I can cook you a good steak at home.
Stop trying to keep me here by saying things like that. Let me out of the car. Thank God this dump of a car doesn't just break down in the middle of the road anyways. Saying you're going to use $5 worth of points on Christmas Eve. You've got another thing coming if you think I am going to stay with a man who makes me go to the supermarket far away just for that.
Babe. Besides all of that, it's Christmas Eve. Are you going to be happy with yourself abandoning me on Christmas Eve? Are you doing well, Chrissy?
Yes, I am doing well, Brad.
How's your new company?
It's good. Thank you.
The salary is constant?
Look at this. You see me after so long and you're still talking about my salary. What does someone else's salary have anything to do with you?
Nothing. I was just curious about how you were doing.
I understand being curious. Everyone is curious. But for what reason are you meeting me now?
These days, there are lots of couples who get back together after getting divorced. I'm sure you've heard of it before.
And what about it?
I wanted to know what you thought about getting remarried.
Can you give me 10 reasons why I should think about remarrying you?
I just miss you.
This is a reason for me to consider remarrying you? Give me 10 good reasons for me to even consider it.
What is more important than love in a relationship?
After you continuously saying that love is nothing, that's all you would say towards the end of our relationship.
It's not that it's nothing. I did not mean it when I would say it then. You know, people say things they don't mean when they are upset.
What lies are you spewing now? I do not want to hear any of this nonsense now. What happened to that woman that you love? Coming to me and saying all this now.
I left her. We broke up, actually.
Why? I thought you were going to be together until you die.
She said she hated the way I dressed. She called me a bum.
You should have dressed nice then.
You took all my nice clothes, remember?
You're an incompetent person who can't even buy his own clothes.
What are you trying to say?
I'll say one thing. Your whole nature as a human being is just based off of money. Nothing more. The guy who makes $1,000 a month through proofreading is also a topic of discussion.
A Yale graduate who can't even treat people like human beings, just stuffing his face with sandwiches.
Whatever you say is fine. Please, let's just start over. I'll do everything. I'll do the laundry, clean, I'll cook. I swear I'll do everything. I'll bow at your feet when you come home from work and give you massages. I will do anything to make you comfortable.
You still just want to be a parasite to me, taking all of my resources, money, and energy. You need to have your own skills to be treated the way I could treat you. You already had your chance.
Where could I possibly go to get that kind of salary?
Oh, that's right. You have no skills, right?
Chrissy, let's get remarried, please. You're my one true love. I learned this after you left me. I don't want to lose you twice.
Don't be silly. Not your one true love, but your financial support. I don't need you. It gives me chills to remember that you see me as just a money-making machine. You don't think of me as a person at all, just as a machine. Like a personal ATM. When I think of that and look back at when we were married, I am so embarrassed. But get remarried? You are out of your mind.
When did I say I thought of you as a machine?
You never once told me you did a good job. Tells me everything I need to know. Actions speak louder than words anyways.
Let's start again, please. From now on, I will tell you all the time that you worked hard and did a good job.
I don't want to start over with you. You already had more than enough chances. I don't want to hear your voice. And after looking at your face for a few minutes, rage I had forgotten has come back up again. Not to mention, I am going to appoint a lawyer and get alimony from you.
What kind of alimony?
You cheated on me while we were married.
I don't have any money to pay you, even if you do.
That's not my problem. That's something for you to worry about.
You're really going to do that? Whether you appoint a lawyer or not, can you give back the clothes you took? I have nothing to wear.
Please wear clothes within your means. The clothes I gave you then don't match someone like you who only makes $1,000 a month. Other people are going to look at you and laugh. And are you still in contact with Lizzie?
No, I don't contact her. Why? Are you suspicious of me? You want to start again with me, but are afraid she will get in the way. Don't worry. I am not in contact with her anymore.
Wipe that smile off your face. I can see how much you are enjoying this. You really think that is the reason I am asking you? She's also going to be sued for adultery. I was letting you know in advance. There was a time where you two loved each other so much. So I am giving you mercy. The two of you can go through something painful together. Isn't that so thoughtful of me?
Mercy? Where is the mercy?
It's right here, you silly man.
Wow, all this name-calling. You have really done it today.
Huh? Isn't that your little piece of crap of a car?
Hey, excuse me. The owner of the car is here. Don't tow it away. I don't even have any money to pay the fine to get it back.
Oh, you bum. Smell the exhaust from my Mercedes-Benz as I drive away. I know you and Lizzie loved my car.
Chrissy, come back. I'll go back. I'll go back to when we were married.
I left the last meeting with my ex-husband behind me and proceeded with filing the lawsuit against him and the woman he committed adultery with. I no longer saw or communicated with my ex-husband. According to what Mrs. Smith told me, my ex-husband opened up a Hooters to pay alimony. I guess he makes better money than when he was doing proofreading. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. See you next time!